Continue! Episode 5, let's go! Rise from the ashes. I forgot how this episode started. Oh yeah, I remember the plushie. I think it was the one in at the police station. I could be wrong. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. Oh. Auto first, but none I too. Good. Don't do this yourself. Until the day that the girl showed up. Okay. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally! Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow! Who are you? Doesn't matter who I am, it only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. You're not Mia Fey, are you? Sorry, but Mia Fey no longer works here. So you're the coffee boy? I'm finished, right? A defense attorney. Right. Wait, you are the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yeah, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered though. That's a relief then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you're Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please, I'm out of time. But please, you have to help. It's my sister. Oh. Yeah, she looks like her. Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma. Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Okay, Emma. Emma, what's it? You're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy or maybe young. Young. I'll be 16 years old this year, so she is young. 16. I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. What the hell? What is this kid? My word is becoming quite well now. At my age, no less. Okay. So, what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, yeah. So, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. Legally speaking. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age, no less. Great. Another future professional in training. Okay, the case. So, what's about this case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it! She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact, girl. And there is a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right, I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but... That's interesting. How would she know Mia? So, you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me? I'm not a child. I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit it's a very unusual one. I believe investigation should be done scientifically, don't you? Yeah. Sure, can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be clear. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know? I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you what I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. I guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. What about Mia? My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever need a defense attorney. Well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually when she gets like she's now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let's go to the detention center. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard? I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am, it's just your sister. No excuses, or did you not want to raise this year? Understood, ma'am. What? Hi, Lena. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing? Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? How do you know me? Yeah, I mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry. What exactly is it that you do? My name's Lena. Lena Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're prosecutor? Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Yeah. Okay, let's talk about the case. There's something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st, at 5:15 p.m. It's quite specific. I was in the witness's position. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in an underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Shit. Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. A lot to do here. So, who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective. Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you. That wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? What does it mean? The police department will consider it a matter of right and have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. Oh. Yeah, it gets worse and worse. What about you? That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in the system. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities, in a nutshell. Yeah. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't come to your hand. I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him, that is. I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. Huh, yeah. What the hell is this case? I don't want to do it. Listen to me, okay? You were in school with me, correct? A few years above her? Yeah, she told me. Although it seems he has very little in common with me. Hey. It was in law school. I was in my third year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different. She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. That was probably why she was attracted to me. What? What now? Intellectually attractive. Lena was top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Well, Mr. Wright. Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None. Why are you doing this to me? Yeah, this poor girl is going to end up alone. Never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana, no, So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. Yeah. I mean, she's 16. Her sister is going to going to jail. She has no parents. What is charming? Mr. Wright? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I'll leave it to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed. After all, the case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Something does sound faint. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. Let's go! I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. About what? My sister, she's not always like that, you know? She's never expected to be defended and a prosecutor again. She has changed a lot. She used to be more gentle, always smiling, everybody liked her. I see. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... well, maybe not. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Hey, let's go. February. So this is the lot where it all happened? Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they're going to be my co-workers 3 years from now after all. No harm saying hello. Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes, right? I'm trying not to stand out too much, you see? Partner? Who? Who in the world? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch, and it's up to no good. Foxler gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. I have no idea how to pronounce that. What? Who is this dude? It looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina, I know how you feel. What the heck? But this is my gang's gold knife, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams a cacti out in the desert dream? Want to? I have no idea what it's trying to say. You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. The hell? Was that Ombre a friend of yours? Oh, kind of. Yeah, he's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems? Okay, let's see what we can find here. This is where the cars live a lot. The area of the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. It's both. This girl. Mr. Relativity. Look, a door! It must mean something. I'm sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. It's alright. We need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Huh. Wallet. Officer? What are you doing? What am I doing? I just found this wallet. I'm handling over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. This girl is worse than Maya. But this girl is worse than Maya. She's just plainly stupid. Like, at least Maya knew what she was doing. There seems to be something inside. I called to duty already at my tender age. What the hell? Teach you the trick of examining evidence and did all okay? Look at the court record. Okay. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now let's start examining from every angle. Ooh, I can trim it. This is useful. Oh no! I think there might be a clue here. Let's check it out. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. Though I don't see what science has to do with it. Okay, I have the ID. This is sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. Yep. Let's keep looking. A stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. You see the whole parking lot from in there. Security. It's a cafe. Huh? She's just stupid. Like, I can't. I can't. I hate her. A step ladder. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, right? I wouldn't call this familiar. This is just irritating. This hole is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Oh, I know! Hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. Any difference either way. Yeah, there's a faucet. An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I'm hiding here and do a stakeout. Yeah. You may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. Phone. Here, phone. Let's see if it works. Don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. Can't hear anything. My ears! No, my ears! See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. I can't with this girl. I hope she doesn't stay like that the whole episode. Oh, okay. Oh, there's a phone there. No time to waste. Looks like you got no intention going home quietly. Oh gosh. Like I said before, this here's our plane. You'd best be moseying long, unless you're fixing to buy the bullet. Bullet? Bullet? Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides the red Mustang with the body in her saddle now? Our proud partner. About the time to vittles, anyway. Get yourself to the saloon. Up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you cerveza you like. Sir, hi, they even spell it wrong. Where does the guy think he is? Maybe I should check out around 1202. High Prosecutor's Office. In any case, stay away from the bar. You can look around here all you like, but keep your paws off our plane. Check it out. Excuse me? Where are you two all set? Oops. Who is she? You're selling lunches? Half and half. Oh, that looks good. What the hell? I want some. Yeah. These areas off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Are you officers? No, but yeah, you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. You need my days as the pop-up queen are over. Pop, pop. Well, doesn't much. Quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burnt into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me. You're a slow one, aren't you? No! I didn't want to say out loud, but I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. The witness. Yeah. Tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Angel Star. Anytime I hear the name Angel now, I just remember Angel Dust from Has Been Hotel. just I just can't take it seriously. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, man. Phoenix! Get a grip. Somehow I knew. Yesterday was the day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week salmon. This thing was yesterday special for some reason? You're fostering me, right? You should know them. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of iniquity. Yes. Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday, they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave us an award from the king of prosecutors. What a farce. There was some sort of prosecutors convention? I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Girl, you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of evil? Young miss, knock me off at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the Kappa Queen. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Yeah, I'm confused too. This lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors, yeah. What do you see, lady? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lion Sky wield that knife so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sign of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly caught silver rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Sky's knife. Second, you know Lana Sky? Of course. It's quite a feat, becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunch boxes of sin did she pack to make the journey, I wonder? She always throws light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Angel. Let's talk about yourself. I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? You say something? Oh, no. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's trilobite, Blanche said. Yeah, you win. What the hell is that? I don't even want to appreciate part of the trilobite flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room near the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See, there's a security room over there? The glass wall booth? I sold my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I dropped in to see him. So much is more important. So scientifically analyze the data available so far. Yeah, we start. Are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive to come here? Useful analysis. Not. Do you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. I have to be sure because of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cup of queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. What is this? Yeah, let's go to the prosecutor's office. This decoration. Oh, the samurai! This is kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. This trophy on the sofa. Had a chance for your office, really? Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. What? That shield? Takes a real nerve to display stuff like this. Whatever office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. My gosh. You never try of praying to other people's business, do you? Yeah. I was thinking it was him because of the... Yeah, what is it, a painting? Or he hung up his suit. Long time no see. Mr. Edgeworth. You know him? Of course, I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once and, right. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No. It was just Mr. Wright here, he, I hate this kid. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? Somebody was found in this nasty bright red sport car in the parking lot. Oh. It will be my car. What of it? Alright! Who was it? The sheriff who said it was the prosecutor's car? She can certainly scream, yes. What do you know about the case, Edgeworth? Please tell me. Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. I don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. She didn't do that. I mean... Wait. The chief's prosecutor little sister? Yes, sir. I'm Sky. It's nice to meet you again. Oh, now I remember, you're really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior skills. You can understand. Anna Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. Shit. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? What rumors? Oh, those rumors. Yeah. I see you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the responsible for the current incident. That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill about others. It's a fact of life. Impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. To think it's funny. Yeah. The chief prosecutor? Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. Oh yeah, isn't he 25? 24? That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed them with my knife. Ah. Why do you even have a knife for? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Oh, okay. That makes a little more sense. No prints. Sure. What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Can you take a joke? Yeah. Not the best moment to make a joke. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? The prosecutors... What? It's the king of prosecutors trophy. The king? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So? So that that's king? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design thing. Kind of the employee of the month, only better. Work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. It's the easiest and easy to turn on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Yeah. I'm kind of afraid the detective is him. A chessboard. I'm not too up on my chest, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. It's only a pawn? Only a pawn against, I don't know, a bishop and a queen? The red knights. I'm surrounded. Why? There are knights. Oh wait. I can't see. Oh yeah, there are two knights. There. Our poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. It reminds me of you. Must be an avid chess player. What's wrong? Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. What an amazing bouquet! Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead. Wendy. Wendy. A giant steel summer. Oh, I wonder. There's something written on the bottom of the suit. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. What? Oh yeah, she said she liked Edgeworth a lot. Such a comfy sofa. You want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket and rolls up his sleeves and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. What? Yeah. Sofa hair is full? Oh, what he said. I'm set tea back to myself. What a view, it must be so nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess it would feel important. Incidental. Were you to jump out this window the time until impact? Either with the ground would be... Yeah. This jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Right. Never seen him wear. Yeah. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in print. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's way too excited about this. These are all case files? They're stuck up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. No! He's my favorite character. I don't want to die. I will say that if you saw him sweating bullets out on the letter. Okay, I think I'm done here. Okay. Okay, let's go. Underground parking lot. Can't go back to the... Wait, maybe I can examine this. Victor's blood. No while. I think my fruit killing theory is more likely. Yeah. That would be it, I think. Hey, check it out! There's a metal plate here. Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. One guy's listed a bunch of times. Wrong karma. He must be a foreigner? Oh yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing persecutor. I'd like to meet Mr. Von Korma sometime. When she says it, his name does have kind of a ring to it. That's it, I think. Sergeant, Bruce Goodman, okay. I wonder why they only use numbers for this. Yeah, but that. Maybe we can show this. What if I show her this? It's a great card. It's an ID card, but also addictive. And you're showing this to me at lunch lady. Why? It's like showing a fine honey at the ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? Could you take a look at this? You. Yes? You say you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. The only thing I'm smelling here is waste time. Could you take a look at this? Go. Let's go back with Edgeworth. You can say something about the card. Say Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh. Yeah, he'll take it. I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. Well, my sister would be found guilty. It's against my policy to discuss evidence with defense, especially with you. He doesn't like you, right? It's no personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. So basically this says you were the best of the best last year? You can take that foolish green elsewhere, right? I lost today a word to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. Police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about the shield. Why is it broken? Does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? Could you tell me more about yesterday, the date of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transfer. Okay. Oh, and another thing, a summary was held at the police department. There is an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride themselves in our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Record of parking, okay. This is the parking stuff from the underground lot. Yeah. So the murder happened right after you got back. I appreciate if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. He has a little amulet here. A lucky charm. And what's wrong with his hand? Excuse me, but Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth, what is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Do you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I sound very tired, sir. I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir... I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of the... Read me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right, Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that race next month. No! You're making me cry. But sir, I didn't know. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Right. Yes, sir. Come over. As you can see, I'm busy. Yeah, you may leave now. This is what he said, Mr. Wright. Everything was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. Yeah, let's go. Police department. The mascot. We're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far from the prosecutor's office? 30 minutes by taxi. Police department. I've only ever been to a criminal affairs next door, huh? What's that? Kind of cute. What do you mean disturbing? It's cute! This is the blue badger. They're trying to make it the police mascot. Trying? It does seem familiar somehow. Forget the blue badger. Who's that next to him? Dancing with the blue badger? Notice me. Hey, he sure is running over here fast. Hey, Gumshoe! How are you? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Especially, why were you dancing over there? What? Oh, well. He doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Let's go! Gansho, it's just a good ball. I'll give you one word of advice, Paul. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, Paul. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, Paul, can I speak to you for a second? Why is this little girl so pissed at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate the case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. What are you doing here, Detective Gansho? Well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. What do you do? What do you mean this time? What happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. Sure, we've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being led into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy there is our chief of detectives. And they're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you. So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, Paul. An officer marshal was assigned to the underground parking lot. Yeah, the cowboy. Patrolman is in charge of crime scene. It's unheard of, Paul. Yeah. Huh? This is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Now let me say. Huh? Now I remember. He's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more? So this ID card belonged to the victim? Who's a detective like myself? Detective Bruce Goodman. Bruce Wayne. Was it? Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgewood mentioned that too. Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but where is that chief prosecutor called him out there to the parking lot? And Lana's confessing as much. Yeah. There doesn't seem... I mean, there has to be a plot twist here in this case, but it seems pretty solid so far. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stashed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife. What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have, Must I have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah. It's too much to be a coincidence. We have to find out a little more. Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Are you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, Paul. I got an award for diligence myself. Oh, congratulations. I was wondering, what's the award shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. I forgot. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award, even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Because of the rumors, yeah. And the parking lot ticket. Found Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Nothing here. Oh yeah, I have to talk to Edgeworth. Prosecutor's office. Oh, he's not here. Dancing Blue Battle? That's my masterpiece. Meh, it's cute. The chick threw together some designs and I just did my tempo. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the battery dies. Poor Blue Badger. I faded to dance until he drops. The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine, right now, behind the doors, a police drama in action. The thought felt to excite me. Look, that picture of my saluted the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I say, hey, you do that, your suit will get cold, buddy. And that's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he was saluting. He was wiping his tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. A police car. Do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? I think they are designed after a panda. A panda. Not that I have scientific proof, it's just theory. You might be asking how he come up with a theory? It was when I was on school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. I had just been to the zoo, but I was serious. Or did they not have those at your zoo? The usual wanted posters are hanging out in the building and board. You know its face? You do. Dial 911. You know, right? Kinda thought it was funny. I never seen anyone who looked like the people in the sports stores. They hardly even looked human. I always get excited when I come to a police station. It just feels like I jumped into a movie. Huh? Oh. With all the police and criminals, well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the lady's past. I thought they were talking about the weather. The banner here is announcing the crime fighting campaign. Nice lawn. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprint sets. What? What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who's not into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. I was really confused. About why would she need how's it called? A fingerprint set. It's worried he's on a tough spot again. Again. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. He was found innocent. St. Paul, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Virgin evidence making deals with witnesses. Nothing not right, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. No evidence against him. Well, he has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under a gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he chose his case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. Oh my gosh. But I know the truth, Paul. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Sir Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this all for all of us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know? Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case? It's a gunshot. We met the guy who is what's his name? The guy in the parking lot? Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall. Is he kind of a Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake's Marshall is just a regular officer from West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, Paul, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene, maybe. Letter of introduction. Hey, let's go! I love this guy. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice. So, let's go to the crime scene. Underground. The station's still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, it looks like I'll be stuck in this pit until the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here? Oh, hello. What a surprised looks. Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too. What now? She has you? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's loud its heard. Jake Marshall, a strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Indeed. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime? Cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. I mean, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of this deserts. Harsh judgment. He's asleep. What? Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? Okay. Let's show him the letter. It's a letter or something to Detective Gunshot? Let's see. Annual bonus 20. No, that sounds about right. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. That's it. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, 5 letters to me go right in the speech. Gosh. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Oh, that old cowdog? He's holding a birthday party or something. Huh? No, where did she say letter of introduction? It says invitation. I think he just miswrote it. What am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This probe it's from Detective Gun show better than a blood test. I guess I'd better let you in then. That's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me, isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our Gall's Steak. That's right. Manifest Destiny. Let's have a food in any? I say I wouldn't be needing this anymore. Okay, let's examine the thing. Like a cell phone. Can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Check it out. Of course. Still on the radio screen. Mr. Wright, most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like radio. Whatever. Let's check this phone out. A defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. What a nice song. I see you, partner. You pressed radio on that other phone, didn't you? Oh, well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. This is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky. You didn't know your sister's phone? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Uh, Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. What did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those new fangled ringtones. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, that was my phone. Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked the other phone, a wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Obviously. I incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Cell phone, R2 court record. This rogue, is it? They laid it in the outline of the victim's body. The victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. Yeah. The car? What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. 675 12. Oh, it's an S. There's a name printed on the paper about that. Good man. Alright. Maybe it fell out as his pocket when he was killed. What does it mean, Wright? How am I supposed to know? For detective. What an asshole. 67S 12/2. I'm assuming that's a date, but the other one I don't know. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you. He's right. What now? I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon, though. Yeah. It's through there. There were visitors. You can see the lunch line car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the key design on the door. You can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. This appears to be the car where the body was found. Looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. What a luxury car. It just screams I have money to run. Think that would be all of it. That would be, yeah. Tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner? Could you be a little more specific? He's a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty dog you there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness. One stab in the chest. A fine piece of work. This. Here's the autopsy report. Due to loss of blood, one knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. So, between 4 p.m. and 5:30? Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. They apparently worked together on a case a few years back, so there's no motive. Goodman wasn't particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with Chief Prosecutor. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot? So it seems. Like calling an unarmed man to a shout out at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. Calling me out? They sued you for that in Texas, huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives still 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Right. So how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets you by, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason? Why are you just short on hands right now? I'm keeping an eye out on them in the meantime. Detective Genshu was saying he had nothing to do, nothing important at least. It's nothing but a subtle cowdog that can't find his tail. Don't talk about him like that. He's my favorite character in the game. Please. Show some respect. And maybe it's because he runs with that Edward, huh? That cowdog's been kicked out of his cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just he doesn't realize it yet. Oh gosh. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a goldmine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edward himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. My condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah? How can you say that? You and my sister. You are... I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Someone's up to something here, but suspicious about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Court's evidence and arranging testimony tonight. He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits, untouchable, you might say. Oh, I hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky. Edgeworth couldn't rustle out those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win triumphs? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. There's a legal secret hidden around here somewhere. Anyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gunshaw was taking up the case? They either targeted him because he was the closest to Edgeworth. How are we doing? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. By the way, Emma, you know that that song your phone plays when it rings? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, is it? The popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? Holy shit! I hung up right away. Maybe I still don't know everything that went down here. Okay, let's continue. Oh yeah, the initial trailers today. How did this investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Apparently, there's still a lot of gray areas. Rather, the whole thing's a big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. So right, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes, a defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Mrs. Sky, you remind me a lot of me. But there is one decisive difference between you and her. That is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. No one's going to bail me out this time. Yeah. I'll be alone there. Yeah. I can't say that makes me feel better. Court is now in session for the trial of Mrs. Lansky. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since this trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Is Right? I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office log. It's much more forceful in prison. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime, a professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. The Kappa Queen? Herself indeed. Haven't I seen you somewhere? You're the caviar lunch, right? Caviar. I've never eaten caviar before. The chest is really wolfing me down. And for you, I have a fiesta bowl. Will the witness state her name and profession? Ah, yes, sir. You ordered the fingerprint lunchbox? Okay, that's funny. It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? This is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. Yeah, me too. I wonder how it tastes like. Maybe it's spicy or something. Name, profession, now. Me? The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edward? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. Prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up. Mr. Well. Mr. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. Huh? What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. Oh, what? She was an investigator? She was a first-rate homicide detective. Excuse me? I know who you are. Cough up? Cough up, Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue with the description, Star. Who is she? If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided in 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking out prosecutors' faces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block, in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot. Who was this violent witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Okay, I have the plans. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright? Can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? What the hell? If you can, then give them your worst. They're talking about me. Yes, Phoenix, they're talking about you. Okay, testimony. The first one is usually easy. Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garage car. Through the wire fence? Wasn't she there to see her? I mean, she's a visitor after all. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointed tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend? How touching. As you can see, there's no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Guzman. So, how does it feel to be utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine your witness. Okay. His boyfriend. He's the detective? Not that boyfriend, the security guard. That boyfriend? You have several? Yes. This boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. For to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. I'll stick with the lunches, thanks. We just had to think before replying. The security guard room is in the lot A in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. You bring your lunch boxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. My garage car, you mean? Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Edgeworth's. Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Edgeworth's. Wasn't it? Indeed it was. Huh. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. She saw the trail where it jumped. We're dealing with Edgeworth here. I need something more substantial than that. Can you tell us what the suspect was doing when you saw her? Holding a knife in her right hand. Tell me more about this knife the suspect was carrying. Well, I said the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are, by nature, well versed in the location of romance vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my ex-Alice surprise set. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg, a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor? So the defendant was holding a knife, what then? Then she thrust the pointed tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Yes. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. What do we do? I'm kind of lost here. I mean, if it was here, there was no way the security room can see it from here. She must have been around here. Let's see. How do you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime, yet their methods are oddly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. Luckily, the uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to raising inconvenient evidence at their whim, killing off the detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Do you have something personal with prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator, and if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off? To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I'm a pro. As you know, my testimony is unbiased and flawless. You sense something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? It felt like... how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means. Speaking of detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Whitman also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. A young cheese? A pale white cheese, not yet tangy and experienced on the streets. A greenhorn. Then I must be hard yellow and sharp as a tack. With the odor of an old cheese to match. In any case, there in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. It doesn't say where he was stabbed. She's not mentioning the hour either. Yeah, I checked it all. Nothing. I mean, there has to be something, but I just can't find it. I guess it's this, but they didn't say anything about it. The knife doesn't have any prints on it. What if I just show the knife? I wanted to show it, thank you. No, it doesn't work. It has traces. The planes of the parking lot. I already did. I pressed it all. You might want to. Oh, okay, I didn't see this. You might want to keep those silly opinions for yourself in the future, Ricky, huh? Unless you're willing to raise the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring. I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. A photograph? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snapped. I took a picture. One of my laundry boxes is rigged with the camera? Why? Why am I only seeing this photograph just now? Good thing I tell you to prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of the criminal affairs. This is most certainly the defendant. That's it. That is unmistakably Lana Sky. Yeah. So, what was the defendant doing at the time? Wait. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, I checked that. What about it? Oh. Oh, right. She said she hurt her hands. Yeah, you're right. Unless she saw it through a reflection or something. Uh, as I already said, yes. I started to my finest salmon through lunch. And sure, that is a fine lunch. Isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Your thoughts? Objection. He just he just say it for the sake of saying it. Objection. Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? Dude, what do you mean? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. It was taken the moment after the stabbing. And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stains of the cheap prosecutor coat? That's black and white photograph. Yes, it's hard to tell, but it must be blood. No problem here. Take this kind of abuse. Wait, but about the right hand, there has to be something she... The moment. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it? We've run out of lunch. Your order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo size lunch from the get-go. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was premeditated murder. Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief's prosecutor hands in the photograph. Those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Add it to your testimony. Wait. What if she has just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? The gloves were admitted as an evidence when when the defendant was arrested. They were wrapped rubber gloves, of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Mrs. Starr. She's got them thinking this was all planned. Press her a bit. And the last one? Or... yeah, the last one. I could never do this on my own, you know? This is getting too hard, like, and I'm not understanding the connection here. Oh, he's going to say it wasn't premeditated because she just took it from the car. She didn't bring her own. Okay, I see. What's that, Rookie? Your testimony. You say Lana Sky planned this murder. And that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. Those gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not have also prepared the important thing, the murder weapon? This knife just happened to be in the trunk of the car. If you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Okay. Right. I believe the next lunchbox you'll be eating is humble pie. I hope you weren't deluding yourselves into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant Lana Sky murdered a detective with a knife. That's it. That's the only thing the prosecution needs to prove, nothing else. Very good, prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now? But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have wearing? Nothing with the gloves, dude. Who cares about the gloves? How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Deduction? Now Sky intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor has a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could have tried that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. Again and again. Yeah. At least this one is an obvious one. Again and again. You couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my most surprise. What the hell is that? I'm afraid the moss is growing under your feet as we wait you start. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this. Take a look. The autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. You're right. It's my hero. No one noticed the objection. Witness. You got the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such a mistake are possible. You're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Now tell us what you saw that you thought it was blood. Testify. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. Muffler. What's a muffler? Something you put on your neck, no? Like the scarf? Okay. Miss Star, I demand an explanation. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. Even Edward is making fun of her. And you have proved it yourself. Huh? But that... Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations, perhaps you finally found your true quality in life. Oh gosh. What was my objection? Chopped liver? Everyone's is ignoring Phoenix. But it was there. The scar. No, not that, but something red, really. Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Yeah. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition up to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused with my early testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. You're quite determined about the scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star. Oh, she's so fake. It wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra's a kind of saint. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an old drum. Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leper woman. Rawr. Oh, what the hell is going on? It doesn't really make sense because, yeah, she ran, she partitioned to her side, but she caught her even though she was supposed to be in the other side. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I clicked it before you told me. You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect? What? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Maybe I should press her for more details. Press her. I'd like to see this on the floor plans just to be sure. Yeah, I hate this. I just... She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here. That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. Is that correct, Mrs. Starr? That's right. Right there was a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. Amazing. The Gotha Queen, launchable athlete indeed. It would have taken her a little to climb over the fence, so she wouldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah. How did Miss Sky not get away? She didn't run? If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Anyway, all I heard her was this word muffler. Muffler? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Yes, ultimately. My memory is like a salmon heading upstream, you see? No, the court doesn't seem a star. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. Near the car there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently it was out of order, and so she used her cell phone. Huh? Indeed. Yeah. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. For the witnessing? You should, of course, add this to your testimony. The word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma. I saw it all. How she tried the phone on the wall but had to use her cell instead. I only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. Yeah. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that time, you climbed over that chain, and during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence. Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this? I am going to say, but I should. I don't know, but yeah, I'm going to say, but I should be able to use the plans this time. Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Landscape. Sky. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you wouldn't be my knight in shining armor prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Oops. This is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you all cough it all up. If that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lights. What a bad line. That's quite a claim. It's right, perhaps you will allow me a question? Tell us exactly what lie with this witness has told the court. Where she saw it? Yeah, because if she saw it, she must have seen it from block A. If not from the security booth. Or what she saw. I mean, what she saw is like the most. Can I save here? Yeah. Let's see. What was the lie saying? Let's say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean witness the crime for a different location. Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Miss Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? I'm guessing here? Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many places where she could have seen the phone. Nope. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place she could have seen the crime and the back and the partition is here. I remember your testimony said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Star, how many years have I been getting the better of man? To think that the tables could be turned, today a man has got the better of Angel Star. What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I will do what I must to make sure justice prevails. Isn't this tragedy a sock? Why did Miss Starlight? This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. Yeah, the point of view is from the B block. Still stands? I disagree. If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. Tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Huh? Me? What else? But she lied and said she saw it from the block. What? It must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? I have no idea. right, because she couldn't, from that angle, she wouldn't be able to see her stabbing the guy because like she would be behind her in that from that point of view. So she wouldn't see him clearly. No. No! No! Let me alone. My condolences, Mr. Wright. One look at the floor plan seems quite clear. Distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it could take her to reach the scene of the crime. You witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Scott? Well, witness, you... Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry too for the boyfriend. He was in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass wall station. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. Nah, that would have taken so much time, so longer. What the hell? This is why I had to go through the visitors parking in B-Block. That's quite a detour. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. I swear on my finest plastic spork. Spork. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. I have another evidence. Yeah, but why? Yeah, but what about it? I mean, maybe I can use the phone call. You could make it past in that amount of time if you make it al dente. I got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots for you. 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange. You were a criminal. What would you do in 5 minutes, Your Honor? I'm fluent. Yeah, I flee. Didn't kill anyone. But you have the stinks of a killer. You would run. You will run. But this time was different. This guy dawdle or dawdle at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No criminal would act this way. It's conceivable. Inconceivable. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth is the next witness ready to go. Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. I'm afraid that the cuff-off point has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Mr. Ashworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? I prefer not to take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. Then what were you waiting for? Is this another one of her trick lunch boxes? My apologies. Like 10 plot twist. My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask you, Miss Star. Ah, that's giant. That's for 3 people. Out of the out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the Lunchland's motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she going to pull her lunchbox this time? I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. No shit! And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was of course the victim's, and the other blood types matched that of the defendant, Miss Gladys Sky. This shoe proves it. It's flawless. Decisive evidence. There was blood found at the shoe? Try Lunchland. For all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. What's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Yeah, what the fuck? Why is she showing us the evidence? I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating myself. And you had blood tests performed? Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends from forensics. How? Dude, I don't care how many boyfriends she has, but how the fuck does she manage her time? I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, the shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Don't forget, I used to be a detective As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested. It's me. This shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensic department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce sufficient evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's his face. Prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that its evidence satisfied the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another found against you, witness. And I think to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Wait, I need to see the photograph again. Yeah, why didn't you? I guess you could say, I just wanted people to look at the results. The results. How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, 5-minute blank, it's nothing. Dude, it's 5 minutes, it's a lot. Then why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile law known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you find out monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. Yeah. But false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Let's just get this over with. And now, the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? You found the shoe at the scene of the crime? At the time the chief prosecutor notified the police department, I wanted to make myself useful, but I was waiting for the police to arrive. So like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck up with a shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunch boxes, ladies and gentlemen. In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now, tell us what you did next. So you brought it to the forensics department? If you were going to submit evidence, something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. Because she used to be a detective, yeah. The shoe does appear to have blood stains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman. As I said, there were 2 types of blood found in the shoe. Well, speak up. Blood comes in 4 types. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten a DNA test results. But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone's but Mrs. Laneskai's. What is this? Fish guts. Look. A problem? Hmm? Yeah, no, it's okay. I need to check the photo though. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah. There is a problem. Not imagining things. Clean your eyes. You are still young, Ruthie. I'd give you a pepper fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you? I should... Oh. Dude, look at the shoes, they're black. Oh, these were the victim's shoes. I always thought it was the it was the lady's shoes. What? Huh? I see. Now I get it. But what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. Think back when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The prosecutors tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an old drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you are not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Was the old drum empty? Water? Still didn't get it right? Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? mean, with water? I mean, probably you can erase the bloodstains right away with water, but it would be pretty difficult. They would just extend. Enough. There's no need for further debate. You're very, Your Honor. Okay, that took... Little girl, what did you just say? Oh, me? Did you just say that Angel Star, was on the prosecution side? Yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought it had your fill, but here you are, demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunch called evidence. Something else, dude? Stop, please. I'm sorry, Mia. No! Last piece of evidence. What is it with you people? Why can't I hand down my very decent piece anymore? Poor guy is tired of us. Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, Wright, are you saying there's a problem with the latest piece of evidence? Yeah. So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sorry, Miss Starr. but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of clothing in the muffler is related to the case. The call? Recall your testimony for the court. Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Why is she so nervous now? So, why is she so nervous about it? She mentioned it. She said she was wearing a scarf. I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered, here we do the service to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all of the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. The scar will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. I always like this with you. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. This is where we turn the story around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner! What the hell? They say you show a red cloth to a ball, it fire up its temper. That's why they told me when I was young, at least. Thought I'd come take a look to see how the trial is going. Looks like I'm late. I got the home ranch locked down tighter than before in enemy territory. That hard to sleep out, huh? What's going on over here anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's stays in mufflers, for example. The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now, don't that just beat all. I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. So that day, too, she was wearing a red muffler. At the award ceremony that afternoon, that she wore to see it too, I reckon. Yeah, and the cloth in the muffler was white. I'd like to resume. What's up? The judge keeps looking over the prosecution. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That throat, bro, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused, you're doubled over, your back's bent. I can't be. This can't happen. Dude, what's wrong with you? This is unacceptable! It seems our prosecutor is quite besides himself. Excuse me? Knock knock. Who's there? Who the fuck? The temperature rose 5.7 degrees when the man came in. Yeah, who's this? Ah, it's you! Who's you? Oh! Sorry, I'm late, Aji. Aji? Long time no see, eh? How you been? Same much these days? Oh, hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy means Yoji. My boy, you have to make time to relax. Indeed, Aji. I'm sorry, but who are you? Oh, you're right, attorney. I've heard good things about your son. Thanks. So sorry about our little worthy giving you all the trouble, huh? You know, we should all go swimming together to sometime jolly. Little worthy? Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police? The what? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. You seem so chill. So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worth it here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help you out. By bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. But the thing is that it was stuck into that exhaust pipe. Our little worthless car, no less. It's quite embarrassing even for us. What's this? It's what you call a switchblade knife. Why perplexing this? Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Until you hear me. Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature is there. Miles Edgeworth. That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. He's a douche. He's such a douche. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well. I think all you have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gable anymore. Gable? Gable? Gable, I think. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. Gobble? Oh, the blade's broken. A dark red stain. Yeah, the tag. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. Would you like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself? I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife. Sure thing, no problem. Not even a little one, really. Department disorder. This knife is special. I can't say how. I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, huh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department, a detective? That's hush-hush information, Ajay. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second, you said 5:15? That's the exact time that Detective Woodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order in the room, please. Anyway, we at the department, we're all afluster, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright, 2 detectives killed at the same time, 2 different places. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Can your question focus on the case at hand? Special? Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Wright, but I can't say that now, not that. We've established that the knife in Woodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the crime scene? At the scene of the crime? Did I read that wrong? And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something amorphous. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. This knife was found at the scene of the crime. I think that makes it connected to our case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, right on. was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. You got a good look in your eyes there, right, my boy. Sharp, hungry. So something did happen. And why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why do you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy. Chat with Len's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? A detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. Why don't you just... Wait a second. At last, an honest to goodness objection. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? An honest to goodness. What do you mean from OG? This is great. And look at the tag of this knife. It reads SL92. This is important. Why? Over here we also have SL9. All right. We also have a memo. That was on the body of the victim. This is upside down. Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. You're Wayne, right? I went. This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen for the department's evidence room. Yeah, I was thinking about that. A little worthy, it was a murder weapon as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. This knife was stolen on the day of the murder, and it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape with that investigation. What a mess. Wait. That's fact. Surprising, isn't it, Daji? I had lots of for words. And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested, in fact. That's quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you can help, Wright. You help me giving me data on your case? Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. When the victim died, how the victim was killed, maybe? Yeah. And the police department, yeah. How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in Forest call a stabbing with a knife. That's the spirit we're cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances? Coincidence? Chief Gang, please tell us more about the incident. How? Because I'm the chief of the police. I can't just say anything I please, right? You understand? Try to understand, right? Well, if you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together. Yeah, it was stolen from the department's room. Wait, let me check it out. I don't remember where, but I think I've seen something like this before. Okay. What if I... Nope. Yeah. Accordingly. I put it how last time. Uh, in the evidence room. Okay. The, yeah, there it is, there it is. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention, the victims had on hand the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed with that very same evidence room. In that very same evidence room. To make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out why you deduced right here. Chief, I request you to release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet, and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. Dude, what the? Oh, who would have guessed? I'll cooperate, but can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? Two detectives were killed at 5:15. You're going to tell us a little. Why not tell us everything? Yeah. Oh, well, if this information is stick stuff, you have to do everything properly. Well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Division? What division? Wait. What division was the victim stationed in? You want to know that, do you? Do you? Criminal Affairs, Division 1. The detective is responsible of homicide cases. Ah, that would be the same as Detective Gumshoe. Was homicide too. Simultaneously. ID number. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Oh, sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. Number is... It's quite long. And we have to remember this. It drives me nuts. I can't do it. Yeah. Witness. What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just, I got confused. And this is news? Just come out with both guns blazing like you always do. Two places, two Texas murder at one time. I happen to have a police ID number here. No, Your Honor, I'm not fancy. This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, right? The personal IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman ID number is... Wait. It took him a whole second. The number the chief of police gave us was... Wait a second. What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The two ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. Oh, Sharp's attack, right? The Sharp's attack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. Yet, a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed in the evidence room at the same time. Now, why did I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Oh, just wait a second, Worthy. I now need to get up closer. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error? Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? How dare you? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our officer meetings who brought you the news. Oh, no! Yeah, the kid! You don't mean him? According to Mickens, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer told me. He said the report had nothing to do with Lana Sky's incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. This seemed challenged. You don't say. In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, I could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then it makes me kind of nervous that he waits like a whole minute before replying. And no such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy? Dude. Now, what was the second rule of evidence law? Registered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wright over here. Good job, Wright, my boy. I was just doing my job. No. No. It seems we have to come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time with with all the rumors. You were even defended this chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do. You better get results this time, really. I have my profound apologies, sir. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well, court is adjourned. To be continued. And actually, I think this is a good place to leave it for today. Yeah, let's continue tomorrow. Everything will be fine, don't worry, nothing is going to happen.